do less. I got next, playing off the ball, and you know the J wet. She text back, so I'm saying there's a chance. Girl, I'm sorry in advance. And you know we got the passion. He talk a lot of shit, at least I got her laughing, right?
Alrighty, we got Jake Brown on the quick secret segment, 10 questions. First one's super easy, Jake. Please don't say the same thing that everybody else has said, for the love of God. What's your favorite color?
I mean, blue. Has everyone said blue?
Yes!
Oh. Orange a close second, but blue is first, of course.
And you know what's funny is I knew you were going to say blue, and I was like, I'm just going to hope that he doesn't, but I just know that you will, because
of course.
I know things about you that would lead me to believe that your favorite color is blue, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, boy.
Okay, question number 2. If you had to choose only one candy to eat forever, what would it be?
Probably over the last year or two, it's been Airhead Extreme Bites. Very underrated. They're like crack. They're very good.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. Like nobody says Airheads. That's a good choice.
Well, people will say Airheads, but the Extreme Bites. Now they have ones that are like filled with stuff, but I don't like those. I like the OG, just the bites.
Right, because the Extreme Bites are like little folded up thick pieces of actual Airheads, right?
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know the science behind it. You have to ask the FDA, but yeah.
Word. Okay, cool. No, I need to put those on my list. Those are a good one. They're definitely underrated, like you said. Okay, question number 3. Best vacation you've ever been on?
Lately, I haven't been on many. My favorite was probably as a kid when we went to Atlantis at the Bahamas, and like Michael Jordan was staying there. I hate to name drop with Michael Jordan, but you're not going to get much better than that. But I was like 13, 14, but the room next to us, across from us, was Steve Smith, the NBA analyst. And like my brothers were making me like jealous. They're like, we got his autograph. And they literally signed a napkin and pretended it was him. And I was like so jealous. So, and then who knew that like 15 years later, I'd be like talking to him. Like it was just
yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome. Well, I guess you got the last laugh on the siblings there on that little prank.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, that place is like paradise. I mean, I could never go now because it's like so not affordable that your parents have to pay for it if you're gonna go now. So that's not happening.
Yeah, Mom and Dad, let's go to the Bahamas again.
Yeah.
Name one food you absolutely will not eat under any circumstance.
So it's pretty funny. When I get Chinese food, I get chicken with broccoli, and I literally put no broccoli, just chicken. So essentially, I get chicken with broccoli without the broccoli. So I really hate broccoli. That's probably one of them. And I hate salad. I know it's very unhealthy, but lettuce and salad to me really is disgusting. And that's probably why I'll die young.
That's so funny. I feel, at least for the salad thing, I think that's really common among guys, because I was talking to a guy earlier, actually, and he said the same thing. He's like, I don't know what it is. I hate salad. You could give me a salad with pretty much anything on it, but I will not eat it. But I like all of those other things in other meals. You know what I mean?
Well, when my family would get salads, I would literally just take their croutons, and I'd be like, "There's my healthy dinner."
The dried bread, basically.
I love bread. Like, I know it has so many carbs, and I'm working on bringing my cholesterol down and triglycerides down. Now I have a gym where I live, so I've been hitting the gym and trying to lose some weight. But I can't go without bread. Bread is great.
I hear you on that. I'm in the same boat. So you mentioned earlier being around some athletes, but that was on a vacation. So what was, if you remember, the first sporting event that you ever attended live?
It was likely like a Mets-Braves game in either 97 or 98. We used to go to Met games. I hate to say a Yankee fan first. I was a Yankee fan like 98 because my family was. And then 99, I kind of transferred over to the Mets.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure it was Mets Braves. It was definitely, I think, a Mets game before I was like a true Mets fan, which is weird.
Right. Awesome. Yeah, I figured it's funny because when I ask that question, I can usually guess what I think the person's gonna answer based on like where I think or know that they grew up and all of that stuff. So, question number 6. If you had to choose one actor or actress to play you in a film about you, who would it be?
It sounds ridiculous, but probably Pierce Brosnan because I am a big Mamma Mia fan and
Okay,
I perform SOS karaoke and pretend to be Pierce Brosnan, so I would love him to play my life.
that's awesome. I love that. Good answer, by the way. Pierce Brosnan is not only a great actor, but I hear an exemplary person. So good choice. What is one thing you've learned in the past week?
Um, so a friend of mine always says, "Show love, get love," and I know my mom's been going through some stuff, over the last week. She lost a couple friends and she's
Oh,
had a couple health things. So like just appreciating the little things and reaching out. Sometimes I'll feel bad. I'll reach out if I need something, but just reaching out
yeah,
and just showing that you do care and you are thinking about someone.
yeah.
I think that means a lot to people. So kind of that mixed in with appreciating the little things in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Great answer. Good. Yeah, that's definitely good input on that one because I think a lot of people, especially the oversight of just sending a message or a quick phone call, text message, whatever it is, just say, hey, just thinking about you, don't want to take up too much of your time, but just letting you know you're on my mind because I think that's such an undervalued piece of communication that people skip out on.
And especially during this time where people are dying randomly, so you
Yeah,
don't know when you could lose someone. Like,
definitely.
it's a weird time, and you just need to realize that person's not going to be with you forever.
Right. Well, and to that extent, I think people also lead with the, oh, well, I don't want to bother them. And it's like, no, actually, some people really do want to be bothered. They do want somebody to kind of come and nudge them and be like, hey, hello, I haven't forgotten about you. Did you forget about me? So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just,
I've been doing that lately. People, I've had a lot going on. People have a lot going on, and just checking in on people is always good.
yeah, good reminder. Good reminder. So, question number 8, pick one to be for a day, hero or villain.
Oh, if I really had to pick one, I'd be a chicken parm hero, but you guys don't call it here on the West Coast. But probably a hero because I enjoy being liked. I like to be loved. I don't want to be an evil guy. I have people who hate me, probably from like social media or something, but they see in person that I'm a cool person. So I think I want to be the hero for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, two more. Question number 9. What is your favorite day of the week?
Um, I feel it's probably a regular answer, but like Saturday, it's just like, you have the world. Like now that I'm working more normal hours and during the week, that I enjoy my Saturday where I don't have to worry about. Because Sunday sometimes at night at work, Friday you have to work sometimes. So Saturday is just the day where you just sit back, relax, chilling all good, and
Uh,
that's Saturday. Yeah.
yeah, I'm with you on that. Saturday is probably my favorite day of the week too. Okay, last question in the secret segment. What is the worst career advice you have ever gotten?
Oh man, that is tough. Worst career advice. Um, well, I've shied away from this route, but I think the idea that you have to move to Bumble Blank, Iowa, or somewhere like that to be in this industry and have success is kind of bad advice because I think you can make it work where you are. And I've had friends move and make 25,000 a year in like Lafayette, Louisiana. It's like I never wanted to go that route because I don't want to live that kind of lifestyle. And there are ways if you work hard enough where you can make it work where you love or a big city,
Yeah,
if you're willing to put the time in. So I've been able to do that. But yeah, I would say moving to a small market is. It's not that it's the worst advice. It's advice I did not take, and I am glad I did not take. Kind of.
definitely.
So.
Yeah, that's a good way to say that. It's not necessarily the worst advice for everybody, but for people who feel as though they can kind of go to bat, so to speak, in a bigger market, then why shouldn't you? You know what I mean? I feel like these days, especially in our generation, it's so much about like being empowered to actually go for jobs and work for companies that you know you're qualified to work for, and not taking no for an answer. So
Yeah, and some people have the ability to take those different paths where they lived home, they saved money. I like to live like a Rick Ross lifestyle. Like I like to live and go out and stuff. That's part of why I live in New York. I love doing things where I don't
yeah.
want to ramen noodles and be, milking the cows on a Friday night. So that's why I'm staying here.
I love it. That's awesome. Well, that is it for the secret segment. So, of course, we will encourage everybody to catch episode 13 with your full interview, and hope everybody enjoys that with you. So, thanks for joining the secret segment.
All I want is you to stay like what you know about this. About to trade my bitch for a first round pick. You thought these wounds would never heal. Swerving through this tournament, I bet I find a steel type. Delay the favorite, but I always bet the field swap. Blood cousins for a grammar, buddy heel. Promise it's nothing, but I'm swearing this is real. You switch teams, but the league just might appeal. Stats nice. So she